Hello, we are back playing Five Fires, an actual play. Um, the thing I forgot to do in my opening intro, I know I say this every time, but I want to remind folks that if you give us monies in any which way, if you sub, if you send cheers, if you send bits, if you send whatever the Twitch things are, those monies are going directly, they're being split directly between Black Lives Matter and the Trans Legal Defense Fund. So you also can very welcomely just give monies that you have to those causes or to other causes that you support along those lines, and that would be great too. And if you're in the I don't have any monies, but I still want to do good things camp, I'll put some links of some action items that you can take too. So I meant to do that in the very intro, so I'm doing it now. Anywho,
Oh,
back to Five Fires.
awesome. So we just did the first beats here for folks. And what we just did, Mendez's art beat. So for the second round, who do you want to go first?
I choose.
Yep.
Cool. I choose. Can I choose myself?
Sure.
Okay. Just curious. I'm not going to, but I wanted to know. I pick Sean to start again.
All right, awesome, because I totally have an art beat that's going to follow yours. So
Great.
this is fantastic. So this is same day, same time. Like I think these the cipher, like people kind of join and separate and leave, but at some point there's sort of a mass exodus, and a bunch of people are heading over to the skate park in the Rays. It's getting later, it's getting dark. Like there's a couple like some people light their way with their phones, some people have flashlights. There's a couple street lights, but it's not great street lighting. But this is not an uncommon thing for Della. She was super excited about hearing High Seas. She totally got into it. Now she wants to draw it. Now she wants to like make it real. So she is going. At some point, like she disappears and she returns, and she's got this bag with some cans in it, and she's going. She'd love to have either or both of you there. I mean, if Transform comes, she's totally gonna make you like sing it again and like
All right.
be like
Okay.
like painted
Soundtrack.
as your exactly
Yeah,
soundtrack,
definitely.
because she's totally wants to like bring that to life.
And where are you tagging?
I'm going to the skate park in the Rays.
Okay.
I mean, it's a common ground. It's a cool place to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then so we'll start through. We'll start with the process here. So you've already picked a neighborhood, the Rays, and then we basically have the image or phrase that you want to tag, the High C, right?
Yeah.
So now you sort of can pick up to 3 people to be your viewers. It can be us if you want.
Be you. Yeah.
And then we can kind of pick sort of images or phrases that we want, and you can continue to go with your ones, or you can pick one of ours. If you pick one of ours, it's iconic. If you pick yours, it's iconoclast.
Oh, okay, cool.
Interesting.
So
is this on a sheet? Is this?
Oh yeah, sorry. I keep sorry, no. It's because you're making graffiti, right? So the graffiti writer.
Cool.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I just want to share it with people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I happen to write the rap in question, is that okay?
I mean,
if Mendez happens to,
I mean, absolutely. I definitely don't want to I didn't want to like make a limitation of like you must be a rapper to play this game. But like there's always room for extra credit. right?
Okay.
I'm never going to stop extra credit.
All right.
Because that would be silly of me. Cool. So I'll start with a phrase or image or phrase. Yeah, it's just like it's kind of um, like a subway, like a subway train in the shape of a pirate ship, tagged with high C. I don't know who wants to go next to give a image or phrase.
Huh. Um, I think building off of that, like a like an old timey like European highwayman, right?
Okay.
Like standing in front of the train, like with flintlocks, like and a saber, being like,
Mhm.
stand and deliver.
In front of the train, you say?
Yeah, right in front of the train, like some like KDA type.
Yeah. So on top of this subway ship train is um is a badass lady pirate um with a flaming sword.
I love this. Like it's like the music video with the infinite budget.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Right, right. It's just having enough cans.
Yeah.
That's totally metal. So Quinn, I love all these elements. Am I choosing one that sort of stands out the most, or am
No,
I?
you. So then it's a matter of like what one did you want? Like, what's your idea? So if you pick one of these ones, then you're picking an iconic. But if you just go with whatever idea you had, then it's
Cool.
iconoclastic.
Nice, nice. I feel like since all of these ideas are building off of each other, this is really like what's the part of it that gets all the special attention? What's the part of it that like I'm really focusing on, that like really
Mhm.
that
The part people remember.
the part people remember, the part that like stands out, that doesn't get tagged over as soon. Yeah, I mean, I'm just a sucker for a badass lady with a flaming sword. So like, sorry, that's like just too good for me. So
Okay.
yeah, I think that's this is this element. This
Okay.
is this subway, like, and I even like I tag it with like, like what train it is, and it's like the train I know that comes out of Old Town and goes into Nandon Heights, right? Like, and
Mhm.
like it's all like tied. Like we all know which train this is, and we all know who would be riding
Mhm.
it. But that stuff pales in comparison to the
Lady
detail
on
on
the
the flaming
on
sword.
on the prow / head of the train with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So cool. So this is like an icon. This is what makes a piece iconic. Cool. So now, out of all, hip hop is for most of its life been a fairly criminalized kind of art form, but graffiti generally is one of the most sort of illegal things. Now you're
Yeah.
up on a permission wall, but it can also be really dangerous, right? Like
Yeah.
depending on where you're doing it, things like that. So do you want to take like you can basically pick like a kind of a low risk, risky, or very risky kind of piece. And
Mhm.
here the legality is less a matter, and now it's more unless you pick in place where you don't have the permission, or but you could do it like high on like a
the
really
physical
high place,
danger.
or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
physical danger.
Oh, I see.
And then part of the danger and part of the risk gives you the chance for more exposure. So you're not gonna like you can, and here you can actually, this is one of the few things where you can actually gain stress during an art scene,
Mhm.
right? If you pick something risky, you can gain stress, but you get exposure.
I mean, yeah. So I would say that in general, just painting at the skate park in general, I would say, is low risk because it's like a known
Mhm.
place. It's not very policed. But like Della's kind of like high on her earlier success of like feeling like she's making inroads with her dad. She just heard her friend drop some fucking mad rhymes and she's like super into them. So I think there's this like total like help me get up on the fence. And there's
Yeah.
something where she's like balancing on this chain link fence and like
Uh-huh.
arching out really high to get the flaming sword like way up there. And yeah, it could. I'm gonna call it risky.
I feel like nearby is like this. There's this like old broken like billboard that's almost like tilted, like downward. Like it's like like you know, and it's like if you leaned on it too hard, it would like fall over.
Yeah.
But you're like able to like get up there and you're just praying. So this way, it'll like actually be that billboard will actually be looking down on everyone.
Nice.
So they'll be like
Oh,
sort of forced to see the lady on the prow.
that's great.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so we're gonna go for what kind of risk again?
I mean, I think
Very
it's
risky or risky?
Yeah, let's
Risky?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. She's like
You have no
climbing onto
stress,
the-
right? Like,
I got no stress.
Now's the
I'm
time.
climbing onto the billboard that we know might fall over to complete the work. Yeah.
Okay, and then for style points, you can add 1 to 3. You have 2 danger right now. You could add 1 to 3 points of danger for just style points for extra like flair and.
I mean, I feel like we've been talking about the sword so much that like that's got to be a style point right there. Like that's the thing, and I think it's this thing where she's like two-fisting it using 2 different cans, like one's orange and one's red, and so like the flames, like the way the flames like flicker off, have a really organic, natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So right now you've got 3 danger. So
Yeah.
you're ready to tag. So roll 3d6.
Cool.
And then anyone that comes up 1 to 4 will give you exposure, iconic exposure
Yeah.
dice, which will tally up. And then anything that comes up 5 to 6 will give you stress.
Okay, I get it. Now, not to make things worse for myself, but I think since we said this was very risky, then it's.
Are we? Sorry. I thought we said.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're doing very risky, so you're actually 5 danger.
5 danger. Okay, cool. All right, this sounds good.
Nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, no, it's all
No.
good. Yes.
Yeah.
That's God's love me.
Oh my God, you got
By
a
the way,
lot
I-
of exposure.
By the way, I cheat at roll 20. I don't know why. Roll 20
Wow, that
just-
was pretty smooth. And we need to. And that's for your art scene. You got 1 iconoclast exposure dice. Like we just need to tally that for the session here.
Where do I write that down?
Mark on your rhyme book on your song. Just sort of mark like in parentheses like iconoclastic after your song title.
Oh,
Where we're
great.
keeping that.
Where is the rhyme book? Do I just put it in the bio?
You just put it in the bio.
Okay,
And
cool.
then
So
make a section for that and
and I
keep-
put
Iconoclastic.
one iconoclastic.
So we all get that.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, just
Oh, okay.
for
Yeah.
transform. Okay,
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
So you get five iconic exposure. Like everyone's going to be talking about this. piece.
Everybody's gonna be talking about this piece.
Yeah. Yeah, people
So
are
I'm gonna
clicking
do
pictures and
I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh yeah, I totally want this to be like taken on an iPhone on a billboard later on. Like somebody will take a picture of this and then it'll be on some crappy billboard somewhere that says taken on an iPhone, right? Like,
Yeah.
So I just write this in my bio, right?
yeah. This is a this is your black book. So just write like the high seas, flaming sword, and then
All right, iconic 5.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
And
Cool. So who goes next? Or sorry, we're gonna say.
No, I think the this is like a great piece, but Mendez, assuming you're down with it, like assuming you're like singing along with it, Della is absolutely like the more you're into it, the more you can tell she's like taking
Awesome.
stupid risks to get up there because she's like really jazzed about it. She's like, no one's
Nice.
gonna ever forget high seas, right? It's gonna live forever.
Nice.
Which it won't, but
Nice.
that's her idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep the
Yeah.
rotation going. I like it. Let's
Nice.
see what Mira is up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the smart thing would be to do would be like, to de-stress a little bit. But it's just 5 stress. That's
Okay, let's run it. Let's run it.
It's
yeah,
fine.
like so.
You're gonna keep working on your problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to because I think both problems are related. And because her little problem is that she's stuck working at the fine living restaurant,
Mhm.
which means because it's she's an essential worker and she's a good worker and they don't get good workers, so like they're not gonna fire her because she actually does work, but that gives her less time to work on her music and less time to work on getting into the dang stadium. So yeah, she wants to try to figure a way out to get fired. Is
Okay.
her small problem.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. So let's roll the d6 and just sort of figure out what our sort of setup, like what our next sort of basic action is for that.
See how I can relate that to 6.
6. Okay. Acquire, practice a new skill, or gain some sort of knowledge. And then roll d6 to see where that's where it's at.
2.
2. That is, I believe, the raise.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm going there. Yep, the raise. Now, a thing that we haven't used yet, but we can use, if there's someone else involved on this, if you roll 2d6 and add them up, there's like a sort of sample list of folks that you could someone you could learn from if you want to roll.
Yeah, I'll do that. So 2d6. 11.
Oh, the
A police
polo.
officer.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay. We'll figure how that's gonna work out.
Yep. And so see if somebody from the crew's there.
All right.
What, just d6?
Apparently not.
Okay, you're on your own. Okay, so you have to get something from. I mean, are you trying to? Are you trying to like trump up like
I think
a record?
no.
No,
No, I'm not that kind of artist that thinks like having a record is gonna
Right.
make my music better. No, I think it's I'm doing a delivery like for the restaurant and it's to the police station. Trying to think, how do I practice gain knowledge? But the thing is like I leave for it and usually generally takes like half hour 40 minutes like to get across town and everything, but I wait 3 hours before delivering the food to like try to just to trump up like, oh, she's terrible, like why do you guys have the like and then I try to charge like double triple the price to the officers, like conveniently forgetting that there's a discount for them.
Right.
Okay. I love this.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just
police
this one-
officers.
This one writes itself.
Mhm.
So the problem with this is that all of these things are speaking this language of corruption, and the cops just kind of think that like that they're reading the signals wrong, and they think that it's like some sort of like kind of like weird bribe kind of thing, right? And you're trying to like they're like, oh, okay, like okay, I get you, right? And like they're trying to,
I think it's this
You
some
know,
kind of payoff or something.
right. There's some sort of like payoffs kind of scheme. that you're
Right.
trying to sort of
So I
explain
get
to them.
so then I get to learn whatever actual secret the restaurant and the cops have
Yeah.
Mhm.
because yeah, I like that. So that's what I
Or if you explain it, you get to kind of get it like if you can solve out the kind of like, it's probably both, right? You kind of learn what the actual kind of secret is, but then also, if you explain it well, they sort of, you get into the proper trouble that you are actually trying to get into.
Right. You're getting
right.
fired from the getting fired rather
Or-
than
Or they probably
Go
won't even
for
fire
trouble.
or correctly. They'll be like, okay, we understand you're having some hard times here, and they'll probably, this will put you down the
Put on
path,
record. Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Right.
You can only you
Okay.
have to have so many write-ups before they have to actually like, okay, we do have to fire. Like,
Mhm.
Jello would be
Um,
so mad at you for trying to lose a job. She'd be like, "What?" She would be so mad. You want to lose a job?
the thing is I don't want to quit because then I don't get unemployment.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm still gonna get
So,
money either way. Um,
what's your approach?
I think like yeah, like usually I'm pretty professional. I approach it just being a very sloppy like I'm really playing up that I am still just a teen this time. Um,
Mm.
being like tossing the
Oh,
food
oh no, I
like
mean, sort of the
oh sorry
cautious
yeah I
analyst.
think
Yeah, no,
when I
sorry,
hear
sorry.
approach yeah the actual mechanic ooh would it be hustler let me look real quick.
Quinn, you want to flip us over to the other page?
Let's see
Which other one are you referring to?
The right now we're on the city page.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. I don't remember the name of the other one, but
The opposition.
the opposition. That's it. Sweet.
I think
Yeah, sorry, I had moved on to it and forgot to move the player.
Yeah, you don't notice that the
Forgot to
player's
drag
on a
us.
different tab.
big way. I think this is my second approach so I think it's all in like
Oh,
yeah
okay. I had it as more analyzed on this one, sort of trying to decipher what the heck's going on, and take a step. That's fine. You can still get your all in, so you still get a die from that. You get 2 dice, one from that. Do you have any sort of things you're known for that come in? Oh, that's the other thing. I knew I was forgetting something. Sorry, y'all. The other thing you get to do is if you have wealth, rep, or community dice, you can add those in.
but I can't because I rolled badly for wealth so I
Right, you can't use
wealth.
wealth, but you can use rep or community dice, and those dice will, when you're making an action pool, they kind of go up at different rates. Hold on. Sorry. Your oh my god, this is like killing me. Okay, yeah, building an action roll. So if you don't get a triumph in your roll, your rep dice are gone permanently. Otherwise, you get them back.
Okay.
If your wealth dice are always used up, but you can't use wealth, and your conscious dice are used up unless you're in your home neighborhood when you use them.
Okay. What does like rep can mean anything we want it to mean, right? It could like in this situation it can mean one type of rep and in another situation it can mean a different kind of rep or is it
Yes,
like a
it's pretty
stat?
loose. It's
Okay.
just pretty loose.
I think yeah, might as well. Yeah, I'm gonna use rep, which I have 3 in. And the way I want to use it is like because I've been trying to get out of this job for like a few months now. It's just like but now I'm so I just have this rep of being like just a flighty person and just like
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you add in 3, so you have 6 dice.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I only have just double checking.
Okay.
Where are you?
So let me roll and spread them. Okay. Ooh. Tricky. So you probably what I want. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, this is that's
So I didn't
that's
roll
playing
particularly great.
That's playing some
But-
dirty pool since you know that she's gonna want to triumph, but she can't take the stress. Oh, never mind.
Oh, there you go.
This. You got this.
Yeah.
Nice,
I work best when I'm under stress. What are you talking about?
nice, nice. All right, so I assume you can. Looks like
Yeah,
you could
so-
beat everything. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, you.
Sean
you
was
got
doing
this.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Complete success. So roll a d6 for the reward.
5.
Ooh. Oh, you heal 1 stress.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Dope.
Even better. When dealing with cops, I get healed. Okay.
Okay.
Something's wrong here.
Mhm.
Well, it's because you pull one up, like you.
Yeah, I
triumph
did
with
pull
this.
one
You-
up,
You
yeah.
pull one over on them. So.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, what
You found the
what-
mysterious
what-
reverse police station.
well, after you do everything, they like finally like call up and you get a call from the thing. You're just like, oh, how could you mess this up? Like, you're on thin ice, young lady, and that's probably almost a relief.
Like, oh, got it. Like, and I'm trying not to smile at the phone call and everything, and just like looking around like the police station and everything, and just finally like understanding when I said got it, I'm really meaning like, no, I got it. Like, I know what's going on here.
Nice. Okay, cool. Mendez and transform. What you
Right.
doing?
So this beat, I'm gonna take aim at my minor problem.
Okay.
So I have to study for my my next Taoism test for my qualification for the priesthood.
Okay. Cool. So roll d6. See what our next step is.
All right. Got a 5.
Okay. So get assistance. Do you want to see who it is that you want to? Do you want to roll for a person, or do you have someone in mind?
I want to roll for a person because
Okay, yeah,
I feel
roll
like it's gonna
2d6.
be I feel like it's gonna be really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2d6. It's probably gonna be someone in the middle. Friend or family. 11. Police officer. All right.
Wow.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense. Taoism is the foundation of legalism.
Mhm. See if somebody from the crew's in.
Yeah, let's find out. It's just a d6.
Come on, bring us in. Nice.
Yep.
Don't make me do this alone. Nice.
Who's in?
Who wants to help me go talk to?
I mean, at the very least, I feel like I owe you for the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've already been in front of the cops though.
It might help me though. Like,
Yeah, that's
All
true.
the one
All right.
time the cops might actually help.
Well, if you're volunteering,
Yeah. I was gonna say Della will go with you. She'll tell you it's a terrible idea and you absolutely shouldn't do this, but she will absolutely go with you. I don't know if you
And roll to see which neighborhood it's in. Sorry.
oh yeah,
because you can have multiple people from the crew come with you, right? It's not
Yes.
all right.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. The Rays.
One. We're in the Rays.
Old Town.
Oh,
Old Town.
Old
okay.
Town.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right.
Makes total sense.
Yeah,
cool.
database is going to be the devil on your shoulder,
All right.
and Della's going to be the angel on your shoulder.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, so Chinatown is an old town. So we're going to go talk to a retired police officer.
Nice.
Retired police officer. His name is Nathan Xie. And yeah, I think I need to go to him. I need help with my characters, and he does calligraphy. So I think like whoever's in charge of my Taoist education was like, you can't understand this stuff if you can't write. So go talk to Nathan Shea. He's a calligrapher. He knows more about how to write characters than anybody else in the city. And I'm like, isn't that guy, wasn't he a cop? And they're just like, go find him.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Della keeps being like, so is he
I think-
like family? Is he a friend? Is there a reason why you're going? Like, she cannot fathom like why you would go to this stranger.
No, I think my master's just sending me to do this kind of to fuck with me. I cannot think of another reason why I couldn't
So-
talk to like anybody else who speaks Chinese in the city.
Mhm. This guy. So the problem with this is this guy, unless he's like owes you like already owes you something, doesn't like want to give this info out for anything but like the most massive of like payouts, right? Or kind of like, or like sort of to be like super indebted to him to like, go do some crazy favor or something to him. So then sort of building an action pool for this. First thing, do you have any, what's your...
My approach?
Yeah, hold on. Don't give it to me yet.
Well, you also got to you kind of got to fill out the ad lib. I think we know the answer, but I'm going to go do.
Oh, yeah.
The ad lib. What will be the result? I mean, I think we know what you're going to do, but what's the result if you succeed?
I think if I succeed, then he gives me this this deep insight into I understand at the end of this. I understand something about like the history and the practice of writing in Chinese that I didn't understand before, and like a really rare like college or like graduate level insight that's like the kind of thing that like me as a person who just like speaks decent Chinese but like cannot remember any characters to save her life, like the kind of thing that like I would not normally never be able to get.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So then what's your approach?
Let me see. Okay. It's a guy I don't know. He's a police officer. And he has no reason to trust me, and he's going to expect something in return. I think I have to be cautious here. I got to protect my neck.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Bonus die for that. So, is that one of your main approaches?
That's my main approach. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you get 3 dice from that. So you're at 5 dice.
Nice.
Do you want to use any wealth rep community dice?
I don't think I want to use wealth rep or community, but I do have help, right? Right.
Yeah. So are you 2 stepping up?
Now, well, notably, if you use community dice, you're in Old Town, which is your home. So I think you get them back because this is your.
Yes.
Really.
Correct.
I don't have any community dice though. I have only wealth.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Never mind then. Yeah, Della's helping. She's always going to help a friend.
Right.
She thinks it's a bad idea, but she's going to help.
So what
Excellent.
would be the any mechanical use for me to like if I decide to hold back?
Basically, you're like there, you're present. You're not adding the thing, but if they take stress or anything like that, You don't take any penalties.
Yeah, I think they'd help. Like, I'm not too worried.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So I got I have 7 dice.
Mhm.
All
I
right.
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'll save my wealth
So
dice for
this
So that
next
is-
disaster.
So database has made a mix of using like what they believe is like appropriate music, so it's like Shaolin like monk kind of music, and like with a lo-fi beat to get
Nice.
you to be able to like concentrate, because that's the thing.
Interesting.
okay.
Oh yeah. And
So
sorry.
so I have I start with 3, and then this is a corruption issue. So it is, believe it is 3 dice here. Yeah, 3 dice. So I got 6. And roll. Oh my god, killing me. Well,
All right. Now I roll.
what? Hold on. Let me. I'm just
Yeah.
figuring out where to put it.
undo the spread. Yeah.
Um.
Della's helping purely by just buttering this guy up. She comes with like baked goods and
Nice.
and is she
That
I
is
think
some
she-
literal butter.
Yeah, exactly. She is acquainted with getting with. She always looks. She is the youngest, but she definitely looks the youngest, and so she's acquainted with like using that to get adults to think that she's cute and sweet.
Awesome.
Okay. So now you can roll.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Okay.
You got me.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So
Right.
roll a d6.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
And
so,
actually,
yeah.
everybody roll a d6 because it was a complete success. So you all get
nice.
your own separate reward.
Oh, we all get a reward. Nice.
Mhm.
That's another one.
Right.
Another 4.
Nice.
Okay. So the rewards, basically, you all can choose to either gain 1 rep, gain 1 wealth, or gain 1 community die.
I have some decent wealth. I'm going to take some. I'm going to take some rep.
I'm gonna take wealth.
It's funny. I'm gonna take community because I think
Okay.
like I don't know Old Town people as well,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try and get to know this guy.
Okay.
Now, community. I see Wethrop and conscious. That's
Conscious is the community one.
conscious is the community one, right?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Cool. So how's that shake out?
So we find this guy. We find this guy on Sunday. Yeah. He's just come out of church. And so he's all dressed up and everything. So he's just come out of church, and then he goes and he and all the other like old timers in Chinatown like go to a restaurant, and they eat and they smoke and they play board games or card games, and they talk about old times. So we wait until he's like the correct level of like relaxed, and then like we show up then like amidst all of this chaos, and then we go up to him, make a bunch of obeisances and like flatter him as like a leader of the community, and then we ask him in front of a bunch of people who he wants to impress anyway, for one reason or another, if he like for all of his like insights as a calligrapher, and so we give him this opportunity, and also he really likes the baked goods and the flattery, so he has this opportunity to be like, oh well, I didn't want to show off in front of everybody, but if you insist, and I'm like, demonstrate his amazing calligraphy skills and like pontificate about the subject that he cares the most about.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I just want to check in. Are we okay to go over? Do we have a hard at 11:30? What do we want to?
Let's see. I didn't realize. I can go a little bit over.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm West Coast, so it's only 8:30 here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine. I just want to just make sure.
I'm
yeah,
also
let's
happy
respect the
to
time.
try and make the, now that we're kind of again getting that rhythm, I'm happy to even, crank out scenes even a little faster if they make sense. So.
Yeah. We'll try and keep them a little more concise on this and just sort of get to it. But they're sort of built this way that we can sort of like shrink them when we need to, or kind of like we can kind of like sit back and sort of take our time with them. So cool. So then we'll just go back to the beginning of the top of the order. So Della,
All right. So Della's going to work on her small problem. We're trying to get her sister to see her work. Her sister, if we remember, got kicked out of the house. And she really wants Adela. Adela is her older sister's name. I'm going to change that. That's too close to Della right now.
That's why you kicked her out. There could only be one Della.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe she's big Della and I'm little Della, and that was the thing. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah. So there we go. I'm trying to get my sister Adela to come see my work. I totally have big sister envy because you remember there was a rumor that I got her kicked out, but I desperately want my big sister to be impressed with my work, and this is like the best thing I've ever done. This is the High Seas work, and I want her to see it before it gets covered over, taken down, whatever. So let's do that. I'm working on my small problem.
Okay, cool.
So,
Roll d6. What kind of action we got to take?
I need to get
And for next week, I'll try and have like a little roll thing so we can like just bring that stuff up in like one roll.
All good. I need to get assistance. I will roll 2d6 to see who it's from. If it's a police officer, I'm gonna
A friend.
From
a friend.
Okay, sounds good.
And what neighborhood?
And neighborhood is 3. Where is that?
I believe that is Ghost Gardens.
That's Ghost Gardens.
Yes, it is.
And let's see. I think. Oh, and then I rolled.
And then and crew.
See if my crew's there. Yes, my crew can be there. A member of your crew is in the scene. On 5, 6 on your own.
When you're in my home turf, so.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I need to get assistance from a friend, but I think it's not. I think it's not you, but I do think I would like Mira to be there to help, if that makes sense. And so
it's not that you want Mira there to be assistant. Mira is like, oh, I can't deal with your problems right now, but she's just hovering around.
Nice. I love it. And so I think this friend, if it's okay, if I'm a little loose in the interpretation,
Sure.
Quinn, I think this is a friend of Adela. I think he's a friend of my older sister, and I'm trying to get her hyped up to come see it so she'll bring my sister. Because I think if I come to my sister directly, she'll be like, whatever. I don't want to go all the way over to the Rays just to see my little sister's dumb tagging, right? So I'm trying to like sell it to her friend, so that her friend will convince her to come along. It's a little, playing the long game, but seeing what I can do. Does that sound cool?
Well, so yeah. So I think the problem with this is that your sister's friend is actually
Tori.
a budding graffiti artist herself, and totally jealous.
Nice.
And you sort of have to overcome her jealousy.
Yep. All right. I think Della
Yeah.
would be super oblivious to that, which I love. I love
Right.
that she would not get that part of it. So she could totally put her foot in her mouth here.
Mm.
Awesome.
Yeah. What approach are you gonna take?
I'm going all in. I'm just like, I got up on the billboard and I was like hanging down, and it was, oh my, it was so amazing, and like, and transformed. She was like busting mad rhymes, so I was like spraying. Like I just felt inspired. I was like on a whole nother level. This is my best work ever. I was just like, she's just
Mhm.
exuberant. She's just like so excited about this.
Nice. Cool. I was thinking like sort of like analyze, just sort of like read the room
Yeah.
with her.
Yep.
But you get your dice, so you get like 2 and 2.
Yep.
You spend any wealth rep conscious?
All right. So I'm not.
Can't do wealth.
I can't do wealth. I'm not in my hometown. I'm not in my hometown. So if I
Neighborhood.
spend conscience, it will go
It's gone.
away. But I'm going
Right.
to spend one. I can spend it in degrees, right? I can spend.
Yes. Yeah. You don't have to spend it all.
So I'm going to spend one conscience, and I'm also going to spend one rep, because I think my
Okay.
rep came from the work, so it makes sense that I'm banking that rep.
Yeah. And is all in one of your main approaches, or
All in is my main approach. It's my primary approach.
So 2, 4, and then 2 extra bonus dice.
Yes. And then
Okay.
Diana, is Mira helping out, or is she holding back? I'm totally cool with either one.
I'm just no, she's like, the way I set it up, she's holding back. She's there, but yeah,
Yeah.
she's the silent.
I think there's a
support.
lot of like, Mira, tell Tori how awesome it was, and you're like, yeah, and it's just like, yeah. Oh man, I should have brought.
I just gave like one word answers, like, yep, totally.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so I'm rolling 6.
Okay.
But I will see what you do
And
first. Yeah, 2 for.
we're gonna we'll probably get 3. This is like a wait. We're at where are we at again? Ghost Gardens.
We're gonna go. Yes, we're in Ghost Gardens.
Okay,
We're in Mira's
cool.
hometown.
So
Yeah.
kind of like a culture.
I think it's a culture.
Here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing I'm seeing here is I think I have to do the dice math here again. The opposition gets kind of weaky dice, but this is a why you play. Oh man.
That's why we play test, right? Yeah. This
is why we play test, but
every time. Then you're like, okay.
Right. And yeah. So where do I want to?
You're also just having no luck on.
Yeah. I'm getting hosed. But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. No. This time I'll. I need trouble dice. Is what I really need.
All right. Well.
All right. And you roll yours.
I'm rolling 6 dice because yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
You can't touch this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Roll it. Roll a d6. No, that's fine.
Dell's on fire. I got a 4. So I can get one die. I think the whole point of this was to get Tori excited and to get her talking about it. So I'm going to take that and rep. So
Okay, so you basically get your.
Yeah, I got to keep my rep anyway because I succeeded in it. I'm going to lose the community die, which is okay, but I'm going to get another rep die. Whoops, yeah. And I'm going to mark a tick. So I'm going to take my community down to 3, take my rep up to 2, and then add a tick on my short-term project. And those need 3, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That's my thing. She's like, thanks, Mira. At the end, you really helped. But it's not. She's not angry. She's just giving you shit.
Cool. Mira.
Yeah, she's like, she's working on her problems and everything, and like, in her mind, it's not gonna be too long before she gets the record people to see her. But like, man, I should keep up and make sure I can't just use my old stuff. So yeah, she's gonna work on her art.
Yeah.
Okay. Art scene. Cool, cool. All right. Show.
Woo.
Sweet.
Okay. So we've got up to 3 other people as listeners. We'll just be your listeners right now. So first thing is like, where are you crafting the beat? Right? Like for some samples, like overhearing some noises and music on the train and kind of in your head. Are you in your studio? Are you doing like, a gig at a club?
Um, I think this is happening. what the- She wouldn't be. She wouldn't be. She wouldn't be practicing at a club. Like not new stuff. I got. So despite the fact that she's on thin ice at the restaurant, like she's working an early shift, and when you get to work the early shift, you get to choose the music. Um, and she's like, "Nah, I'm just gonna do a quick DJ session, like in the morning of like inside the restaurant." So she invited them over to like listen and everything and be customers, but they're not there to be customers; they're there to listen.
Okay. Nice. Cool. So then we're going to each of us sort of is to write them down on index cards, but we're just going to kind of um, write them down or note them, and then when we've got them, we're going to have the titles of albums, and then uh, yeah. Well, first, let's pick as listeners, we're going to pick the album title. And then um,
Cool.
hmm. Okay. Do we have albums
Yep.
titles?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go. New Thoughts.
Cat scratch
Sure.
fever.
Cat Scratch Fever. Okay. Sean.
Flawless.
Ooh. Okay. So now we do that thing where we're going to roll d6, and highest is iconic.
All right.
Damn, Sean, you are cheating at Roll20.
Yeah,
Man, you're
you're
just
just-
killing these rolls.
I know.
I love it.
Sean with the white privilege.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know.
Sorry, I'm bringing all my cishet white dude privilege to this Roll20.
Well,
Only one that
they
didn't
have,
he's the only one that didn't have to deal with cops either.
Yeah, exactly. I had to deal with a friend.
man, they have like the different levels of Roll20, and we just discovered the new level. There's like Roll20, like a pro user, and there's like
Yeah.
Sean, like you have like your own
Yeah.
level of on the account. It's great.
It's
So-
Yeah.
I mean, it's a handy talent. So that is the flawless is the iconic title. If you want that, and then we have what New Thoughts and Cat Scratch Fever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
I think she's in the mode of having it be iconic. So yeah, it's got to be flawless.
Flawless. Okay, and so then 3 adjectives, like bleak, soulful, jazzy, funky, that sort of determine kind of what, like, at least one of the tracks will embody.
I get to choose that, right?
Yeah, that's yours.
So come up with 3. Let's see.
So, what are you thinking?
I'm considering house as an adjective.
Sure.
Inspired. And
You say inspired? Is this
Yeah.
something? Cool.
the second one's inspired. And kind of, yeah, it's kind of like the opposite of house, but like staccato.
Okay, awesome, cool. So now, sort of, you can get that in your track list. You can add this to your track list. You can write down this sort of um, song title, the album title, flawless, and then those adjectives in sort of parentheses, and then this one iconic. And then you can either heal stress, or you get like a clarity of thought when you sort of put this together. If you relieve stress, we can heal stress from you, or if you want to sort of gain insight from it, you can put a mark to completing one of your problems.
Yeah, she's one of those. She's a hustler, so stress. It's no big deal. She's gonna take insight.
Okay, and what problem are you going to apply it to?
I think she's gonna apply to the big problem, like for the state, like to get into the stadium
Makes
to
sense.
have her music.
Okay, yeah. Okay, awesome. Cool.
There's some people listening.
And
Now. It's good.
mhm, cool. And Mendez, your last beat.
Last beat. All right. I had to prepare to fight the bully.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Roll d6 to figure out the action.
All right. It's a 1.
Okay. Find guidance.
Find guidance.
And
Perfect.
from who? If you want to roll a person.
I want to find out the
Or-
other detail first.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what neighborhood?
Yeah. Roll 6. Okay, 2. So
Okay,
that
that's
puts
the
me
raise.
there. The raise. All right. And yeah, I'll roll 2d6 for to find out who it is. 9. Oh, it's a breaker. Okay.
Breakdancing. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Great.
And was it anybody from the crew?
Yeah, let's find out. 6. That's a 6
You're on your own.
on my own. All right. So, there's a breaker who all right, it's a capoeira player, and I need to
Get some moves.
yeah, I need to learn some moves. I need to learn how to I'm good at fighting on my feet. But I need to learn better how to fight like low to the ground. So
Okay.
to find this old Angolero to teach me some stuff.
Okay. I like it. The problem with that is that, like, he is actually in like a really, really rough place that is like has a good chance of you having to just risk beating up just to see him.
Got it.
So what do you think is your approach?
I'm not good at it, but I think I got to go all in.
You read me exactly there.
Yeah.
So you'll get a bonus for that. And so you get 2. That bonus, is that one of your approaches?
It is not one of my approaches. No.
Okay, so you just get the
Get the 2.
yeah. All right, so you get your 2 base and then 1. Then you are going to spend any other dice?
Yeah. I'm gonna spend some wealth dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
How
I'm
many?
not gonna. I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna spend 1 wealth die.
Okay.
To put me at 4.
Okay. All right. And this
And
is
that's
a
like- Yeah, and that's like I'm just gonna like find money to actually like pay this guy for his time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you've got 4 dice. Let me roll my treble dice. So it's 3 dice, and then it's like a crime problem. So it's like 4 here, and oh, ho, 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 ho,
Oh,
ho,
damn.
ho, 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 ho,
Oh,
ho.
the tables finally
Um,
turn.
Oh man.
Ding.
You got 4 dice.
Yeah. I'll let you have that. I think like so.
Yeah. All right. So I can't beat the stress.
Yep.
No. Ouch. All right, I'm gonna get stressed out. It's gonna be bad. Okay, so try. I have the 4 in triumph, the 5 in trouble, but only a 3 for stress.
Okay.
I'm kind of glad I didn't spend more dice on that because it
Ooh,
still probably would
5.
not have.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got stressed out on that one. So you
right.
still managed to sort of get there. So I think so you get there and you like kind of like get them to sort of show you some moves, and you're like, okay, like this is great. And it's not until like you come back till like once you leave, they're like, oh, so you're gonna show us some moves, and you're kind of like, what, and then it's just like a group of folks, and they just sort of like attack, and sort of like beat you up, and you get a new problem. This one you'll just write down. I'll get it in your character sheet later because you have to like add them specifically. But you get a new small problem of yeah, just got beat up. It just got beat up. You just beat up, right? And you just have to heal from it, right? Before you can even like try and take on the bully, like you can't fight him like this.
Got it. All right.
As I said in Cobra Kai, a lightly dislocated shoulder.
Yeah. Okay. And that was
so
like
much.
And that was like kind of almost like where the sort of thing, like where it would fade to black on the sort of show, where it's just like, oh.
So I have a question though. Do I lose the beat next session then?
No, you don't lose the beat. So what happens is that this is kind of like a blocker problem. So you just progress like normal. And you did make a mark on you did succeed in learning something. So you've got a mark against your small problem, but before you can advance on your other problems, you have to.
Oh, that's the big problem.
Huh? Oh, sorry, that's the big problem.
Okay.
So you advance that, but now you have to deal with this problem, getting beaten up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before
did I get and I marked 1 towards my small problem from last beat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from talking to Nathan. Yeah.
Yeah. It says under stress stat that you lose a beat for the session.
Hmm?
It says under stress stat that when you're stressed out, you always lose a beat for the session.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter actually on this one because, like,
Okay. Yeah.
Like this, the session's over, but
luckily it happened on the last beat.
Yeah, like
well,
nice. Also, like, considering it's going to take you a minimum of 3 beats to resolve this problem, right? You're either going to do it through art or you're going to do it through your story beats.
I've been contemplating actually making these stress problems shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe like I'm thinking so I think how we're going to play with it is like the stress problem will be 2. We'll take 2 beats, and like if it's a big stress problem, it's like 4 instead of the 6. Just so it's not eating up like a full.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like it. But
they would still be able to help out. Like they wouldn't be able to have their beat, but would they still be able to participate in other people's?
Sure.
beats?
Yeah. They can help out with
and
those.
they'd still get a beat. It just have to be addressing they couldn't deal with their original problems. They'd have to be
right. Yeah, like they have this detour problem. Yeah. So now exposure. and so every session, as we go through, you'll get like a number of sort of as you want iconic or iconoclastic dice. That's the number of the session. So for this first session, we get 1. For the next session, we'll get 2.
Okay.
And just increasing.
Cool.
And then you'll get stuff based on every piece you've got. So for the graffiti stuff, that 5 you've got is just kind of like a one-time thing, and then like for the next session, it'll go to like normal, just like a 1 piece in there, but it'll make a big impact when you first do it.
Okay.
And so then whatchamacallit, what else do you get it for? Sorry. Yeah, you get them basically for that. So if we start with, we'll start with Sean real quick. So you get 1. Do you want iconic or iconoclastic?
I'll mix it up. I'll go with iconoclastic.
Okay, so roll that. Roll a d6. Oh, 1d6.
All right. Now, if
So
I was to
iconic-
pick iconic, would I roll 66 then? Because I got 5 from the.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let's do that.
So okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So roll 66. So for iconic dice, everything that comes up, whatchamacallit, 3 or 5 gets you. Or, sorry, did I? Yeah, everything that comes out 3 or 5 gets you buzz. And this is a general pool that you're going to keep. So every 1 is out of your pool.
Okay.
Altogether. So you can like lose iconic kind of stuff pretty easily.
Got it.
And every 3 to 5 gets you a buzz. And every 2 icon dice that come up 6 means a breakout. So what'd you roll here?
All right. I rolled yet. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Oh, no breakout. So that's 1, 2, 3 buzz, I think, because I got 3.
Okay.
3 to 5s.
Okay.
And then the 6, because it's not iconic, because there's only 1 6. There's no breakout. And the 2s do nothing, right? So.
Right.
Okay.
So when you get a buzz, you can choose to gain 2 wealth, 1 rep, or 1 conscience for each buzz.
2 wealth, 1 rep, or 1 conscious, and I get
Right.
that for each buzz.
And I believe you can't have more than 6 or 8. I have to look here.
I think it was 8.
Of any pool. 8, yeah, I think it's 8.
Yeah.
8 is the most you can have any pool.
I think I want. I don't want to be so broke. So I think I want 2 wealth and 2 rep, because I can use 1 of the buzzes to get 2 wealth and 2 more buzzes to get a rep. Right?
Okay, perfect.
So,
Yep.
Cool.
Mhm.
All right. So
True.
wealth goes up to 3 and rep goes to 4. Cool. Awesome. And then those dice all go away. That's like one time. That's like one time, or do I stay iconic 6 for next session?
I think I have to.
Well, I guess no. One's
Most
meant the
service.
dice go away. Never mind. Sorry.
Right. Yeah. So I think yeah, it should be persistent.
Okay.
Just note them there, and I'll tweak this here. Play test.
I'm putting it in my bio.
Play test. And cool. So now for Mira. So you've got you're also going iconic, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go iconic.
Okay, so you got 1, and then you've got 1 for your new piece of art. So roll 2 iconic.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, just that's it for now. That one spot, that one big flashy piece, got a lot of exposure.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I cheated and got all the exposure for that piece.
And so then you got 2 buzz. So you can again, for each point of buzz, you can get 2 wealth, 1 rep, 1 conscience.
Okay, so 2 buzz.
Mhm.
I think I'll do 1. Yeah, 1 rep and 1 wealth.
Okay.
So that's 1 rep and then 2 wealth then, because when you spend a buzz on
Oh,
it.
each buzz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. 1 rep and 2 wealth. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not too worried about
And
community right now.
yep. And then last for Mendes.
Right. So what do I roll?
So you'll have 1 for your rhyme, 1 for the session. Are you going iconic for both these?
I went. I think I went iconoclastic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it the same thing that I did before, or can I?
Yeah. No, yeah. You went iconoclastic for the rhyme. Do you want to roll 2 iconoclastic, or do you want to? Yeah, probably at this point it's best to double them up.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. So that's 4. Did you say?
2.
Or 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 and a 5.
1 and 5. Okay. So every 5 gives buzz, and every 2 that come out 6 is an innovation. So innovations, just to keep it in mind. So when iconoclastic ones do get an innovation, they get they can either get a choice of 3 rep dice or 3 conscious dice, or they can spend 4 conscious dice to make a change to a city's problem.
Whoa.
So if you get like a good enough rep, you can actually sort of, you can make a song about like the corruption, at City Hall and sort of like
Interesting.
force that to change.
Cool.
Or you can get 3 iconic, or you can turn that to 3 iconic dice for the next session. So that's what you can't do that now, but that's the kind of things you can do.
Okay.
Right now you have a buzz, so you
All
can
right.
get
So that's 2, 1, and 1. Did you say?
Yeah. Mhm.
So 5 wealth, 2 rep, 1 conscious.
Okay,
Nice.
Yeah. That's
nice,
the end of that.
cool. And that's the session.
4 rather. 4 wealth. Yeah. Nice. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, that was rad, and we did it. We're like right on time too.
Yeah.
So, Quinn, thanks so much for like teaching us the system, walking us through it. And and let's do our outros. I'm Sean. I use he him pronouns. I have a game that is about to come out, Agon, which will be out in a few days.
Classic.
Mendes worked on it, has a section in there, and so I'm stoked about that. Also, we're about to kickstart Thirsty Sword Lesbians, which I'm super excited about as well. That game is amazing. The cover art is done, and it's Kanisha Bryant did it, and it's steamy, it's hot, it's thirsty, it's swords, it's lesbians, it's everything we wanted. So,
That's what it says on the tin. Yeah.
exactly. It was supposed to be a working title, right? And as with so many games, working titles just become real titles, because we're like, I don't think you could say it any better. I'm very stoked about that. How about you, Mendes? What's going on with you?
I'm James Mendes Hodes. I use he, him pronouns. You can find my work at jamesmendeshodes.com. You can throw money at me at patreon.com/MNDZ. My next article is going to be about how to design a marginalized villain without actually making marginalization worse.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
How about you, Donna?
Yes, I go by Dynamoon online. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/Dynamoon. It is Hispanic or Latinx Heritage Month right now, all the way from till October 15th because of all the
Sweet.
revolutions that happen in different countries. And I
Nice.
have been doing a daily Twitter thread about what Latinx people have been doing in the tabletop industry. So go check that out. I'm also using the hashtag LHMTTRPG to if you want to see the thread of that. And I'm also on the Reclaimers, which is I Need Diverse Games, all POC RP stream, and we do that Sundays from 6 to 8 p.m. PST. We're finishing up the Spectaculars, and then we're gonna do, I think, real quick, a Final Girl, hopefully one shot, and then I'm gonna take everyone through the happiest apocalypse on Earth, which is gonna be what if Disneyland but Cthulhu. So that's what's going on with me recently. Oh, and of
Uh,
course, what's Quinn doing? Quinn's doing a lot, right?
yeah. So doing Five Fires with all you lovely folks. Thank you so much for playing with me. Also working on just announced at PAX Online Pathfinder Adventure Path Strength of Thousands. It's going to be so amazing. And the Mwangi Expanse book is like I just quick thing, it's just like always been like on, it's like been on one of my RPG. I got into RPGs to write these kind of books, so I'm like, it took me a lot longer than I expected to be able to write a book, but I'm really happy that I'm getting to work on this book. And working on some other Pathfinder stuff, being a general rambling loudmouth on Twitter, QH_Murphy, and otherwise being happy and doing as much creating as I can.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, I've got links up for everybody and for everybody's stuff and for Five Fires itself if you want to see it on Gumroad. So thank you all. We'll be back here in 2 weeks. But the channel will be staying active this week. We're going to be playing Bolt with Ajay, the creator. That's in the middle of Kickstarter right now. And Ajay was going to be running a game for Strash, Jamal, Mad J, and myself. So we're looking forward to playing that on Sunday.
Yeah.
See you all.
Sounds
See you
awesome.
all soon. Yeah, pretty good.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.